Crafters. This is Brett Lund with Robert's Crafts for another edition of your Try It Thursday videos. Today we are going to be making these really fun cards using Martha Stewart Punches, and I actually made 5 different cards. Oops, let's go that way. And these 5 are going to show how I used some different techniques with the punches. This is the corner, and this is the border, and then there's even this one, which is a different punch, and we'll kind of show you how to play around with that one. So those are the 3 punches that we're going to be using, and once again the line is City Park Collection from American Crafts. Okay, with cards 4 and cards 5, they are very similar. They're similar that they have a belly band. This thing right here is called a belly band, and the difference is one, this uses a border punch, and this one just uses a normal strip punch. So for card number 4, I'm going to show you how to do this belly band, and then card number 5, I'll show you this one. So card 4, this is what card 4 looks like. That's the back side of it. And then all it does is you just slide it down and you write whatever you want in there, and that is your card. Slide your belly band on top, and there you go. Now, these dimensions are as follows. The card is, of course, your typical card, 5.5 by 8.5. Then you have these 2 stripes. These stripes are actually going to be the exact same thing. Now, in order for this to work, you actually have to use a 12 by 12 sheet. And all they are is 1 3/4 by 12 inches. Okay, so this is going to be the one that we're going to cut it out, and this is going to be the mat. So we'll just set this guy off to the side. Now, the way how I figured this out is if you look at the very top, you can't very well see it in the video, but there's actually little marks. And so what you want to do is we're going to start on one side, and we'll line it up with the mark right here. I'll mark at this little mark right here. Now, the reason why that's important, because that's going to get this side. Okay, so then when we want to do the other side, we will line it up with the opposite mark right here, and that will get the other side. Now, the reason why we want to do that is so if you look in this card, this is where my perfectionism comes out. If you look right here, we have the lace is very similar. So we do that so it's very straight together. So we'll just start on one side, and then we'll go from there. Turn it around, and once again we'll start it, because we started at 1 right here, we're going to do the opposite right here.
I look at the sky and I could see all the clouds, and I would wait for the winter breeze to take me away. I look at the ground and I see the broken leaves around me. They need the winter breeze to take them away.
Okay, so we have it all punched out, and then we run adhesive down the center, and glue this onto our strip. And we'll take our card, and then the easiest way that I have found to get the band on here is I like to turn it over to the back side, and then all I do is I fold these guys over. I'm going to take some adhesive right here. Glue it shut. And then we're going to take one of these guys. Let's do this one. It's kind of fun. And there we go. Okay, for the last card, this is the final card that we're going to be doing. Now this is a little bit different because this band right here, if you notice, it cuts out a whole strip. The punch is a little bit different also. This is the punch that it looks like. Okay, so you can see everywhere that there's a shaded image, that means it's going to be punched out. So, like I said, it's a little bit different from this punch. See, this is, if you look, it only has one edge, where this one has both edges. So, with this one, again, just like the previous card, in order for it to work, you need to use an entire 12-inch sheet of paper. So we have your card, which is the typical 5.5 by 8.5, and then the stripe itself, this guy right here, is going to be 1 1/4 by 12 inches. Okay. Now, what I have found, the easiest way that I have found is I just leave the piece of paper on the, I just leave everything all together, and then all I do is just press. Okay, now with this guy, what we're going to do is usually I like to use a glue stick, and that's going to glue this down. But what I also like to do is just take your sheet, and we're going to put glue on both ends of this, because once again, you're not going to see that, because that's going to be in the back. Okay, so I'm going to take some glue right there, goes in there. And then all we're going to do is we take our card, and then we take some adhesive, there is our belly band. Now we're going to use a really fun product called bits, and all these are tags that are used in the pattern paper, and they have 12 tags. They're different colors, different patterns, and all this is just a little tag, so it's kind of something cute to go on it. And so all we'll do is we'll take that, and I want to pop it out using our pop dots. And there we go, your finished card. So there we go, those are the cards that we did today using the Martha Stewart punches, the band punch, as well as the border punch and the corner punch. Now with these punches, usually one thing that I did want to point out is that usually a lot of times these come in a set, so look for them in a set. You can buy them individually, but they also are sold as a set. We hope that you've enjoyed today's installment of this Try It Thursday. As always, you can visit robertscrafts.com or blog.robertscrafts.com for all your crafting ideas. And until then, happy crafting.